Hello, everyone. Professor Miller here. I have been receiving a higher than usual volume of emails about this week's assignments, and I've also had to return the majority of the weekly research inquiries I've received so far. So I just wanted to touch base with you. If I returned your assignment, you will have the opportunity to resubmit, and I will extend that same invitation to the rest of the class, so long as you submit, sooner rather than later, and give me enough opportunity to review it and send it back to you so that you are able to accomplish some edits. You will be able to take advantage of that. I do not typically allow resubmissions, but I do think it is appropriate this time around for a few reasons. One is this is a group project, and I do not think it would really be fair to the other members of your team if you are ill prepared on Wednesday. So you want to make sure that you have the right information to share in your collaboration on the Ancient World Travel Brochure. The other reason is sometimes I think we just need a little bit of clarity. Maybe we need to understand what exactly we're doing and why we're doing it. And I'm also going to show you how to use some of the citation tools that are available to us. Okay, all right. So first off, when we conduct research, we want to keep our eyes on the prize. In other words, you want to make sure that you are looking for the information that is actually going to be applicable to your project. So in this case, you're going to want to look not for 3 random facts about your civilization or setting, but for information that might actually entice someone to want to visit that location. So it might be helpful just to kind of put yourself in the traveler's shoes. What would cause you as an ancient world traveler to want to visit that location? I don't know, maybe you are really interested in the pyramids and you would maybe want to see them as they were being constructed. Or maybe you're super into some of our civilizations of Mesopotamia and you want to see the hanging gardens of Babylon. Not really sure, but consider some of the things that you would maybe want to visit if you visited your location, and share some facts about those that could be incorporated into that brochure. The other thing is the citation. So guys, I actually am sending you to the Valencia College Library and Google Scholar because, for one, they're going to kind of be the gold standard, especially the Valencia Library, for your research. That's where you're gonna find your higher quality sources. The college has paid for us to have access to the best of the best, you could say. And also because in those 2 resources, we have citation buttons. So it's going to make the citation process super easy. We're just practicing using buttons. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example. I just went to the Valencia Library and from the main search engine, I just put in Corral Civilization and I found this book. It's a pretty good book. I poked around in it. I think if I were a student in your class and I was completing this assignment, I would be able to pull 3 facts for use in the Ancient World travel brochure pretty readily. So let's just say I am a student and I'm going to use this resource. I've already pulled my 3 facts that I'm going to use, and then I'm just going to go right to the citation button. Okay, just going to click that button. See that button right there where it looks like quotation marks? Just going to click it. And then I will follow the prompt. Sometimes it's going to ask you, which citation format you're using. We're using MLA, so you'll just say, yep, I'm using MLA. And it will produce the citation for you. Sometimes these citation buttons are wrong, but that's okay. Don't even worry about that. I don't even want you to really scrutinize it all that much. Just copy and paste it. That's what we're doing. So you're going to have your 3 bullets, and then beneath that, you're going to have your copied and pasted citation. If you have more than one resource, then of course you'll have more than 1 citation to copy. But you could just have all 3 bullets come from the same resource. Let me show you how to do that as well with Google Scholar. Okay, so I go to Google Scholar. It's a search engine just like Google. It looks a lot like it. And I put in my same search, Corral Civilization. Let's say I decide I want to use this resource. I actually did poke around in this resource. I think it would work pretty well for this. Find my 3 facts that will work for implementation into that brochure. And then I just click Cite. Okay, same thing. We're just using buttons, guys. And I know you guys know how to use buttons. You have apps on your phone, you have your favorite websites, you know how to use buttons. So we're just practicing using those. Okay. I have had a few students ask me if they can just go to the open web. I don't think it's a good idea. You can. I don't think it's a good idea for a couple of reasons. One, I'm not seeing the greatest sources being utilized. For instance, I saw a blog, I saw a website that was actually designed for children. We're in college, we really shouldn't be using National Geographic Kids or PBS Kids. Anything with cartoon animals explaining concepts probably isn't going to be appropriate for the college setting. The other thing is you are also going to have to build your own, probably you're going to have to build your own citation, and that's going to involve more steps. You are going to have to utilize some of the resources like those that were provided in the Purdue OWL, and I'm probably going to scrutinize it a bit more. Uh, in order to make sure that you know how to do it. So I recommend using Valencia College Library or Google Scholar, but if you do go to the open web, make sure that you are actually using a scholarly resource and that you are citing it correctly. 99% of the sources that we use really in college anymore, because we are living in the digital age, are digital. So I should have a URL or DOI that I can follow back to your research. The trademark of an AI produced submission, there's probably going to be print books, and they're going to be pretty scholarly and obscure, and they might not even exist. In fact, because AI sometimes when it doesn't know what to say, it makes things up. And sometimes the books are real, but the information that it claims is contained in them is not. So I really recommend just taking the 15 minutes, poking around the Valencia School Library or Google Scholar, finding a resource that would be appropriate for this assignment and completing it that way. All right, guys, I think that's it. But if any other questions or concerns do come up, reach out to me. I will be here.